What's up, everybody? Rivera here, the absolute best LGBTQ comedian in the world. So today I woke up to everybody going crazy on Facebook because apparently Stormy Daniels, of having sex with Donald Trump and getting paid $130,000 in hush money fame, is going to be headlining the Joke Joint in Houston, Texas on March 20th, which turns out to be a Wednesday. Now, Wednesdays aren't really busy comedy club nights anyway, so I don't know why anybody's upset about this. And the other thing about it is, it wasn't like it was between you and Stormy Daniels. This is what gets on my nerves about comedians, is they'll act like Stormy Daniels is taking an opportunity away from them, but the club wasn't going to headline them anyway. These people that are complaining aren't usually headlining anything. Do you think that they pulled Bill Burr, Joe Rogan, or Dave Chappelle off of these shows in order to put Stormy Daniels in? Because if you know anything about the way the comedy business works, those people wouldn't get pulled off shows because Stormy Daniels wants to do stand-up comedy. Even if Stormy Daniels wanted to take a night away from Joe Rogan, Dave Chappelle, or Bill Burr, it wouldn't be possible. Nobody would allow that because Joe Rogan, Bill Burr, and Dave Chappelle all respectively put enough asses in seats that it wouldn't be worth it to take the risk on Stormy Daniels. You don't even know if Stormy Daniels is going to sell well. I mean, it's $30 a ticket. In my opinion, is probably not going to sell that well because she's not that big of a deal. And this is completely politics aside, or the way I feel about politics, or what she said about Donald Trump. Really, I don't care about any of that stuff, because to me, Stormy Daniels broke ho code in what she was doing. You got paid $130,000 to keep your mouth shut. Now keep your mouth shut. But that's besides the point. If you want to do stand-up comedy and people want to buy tickets, then you do stand-up comedy and let people buy tickets. It's going to go one of two ways anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Because what's going to happen is either people are going to go and they're going to be like, oh, I didn't know this comedy club was here. And then they're going to, even whether or not they like Stormy Daniels, they're going to be like, oh, maybe we'll come back to another show. Or they're going to go, they're going to see what it costs to go to a stand-up show. They're going to think Stormy Daniels is what stand-up is. And then they're not going to go to stand-up for a while. And that's going to really, that's going to be the club's problem anyway. Because the club's the one that's going to have to deal with whatever consequence is going to happen from Stormy Daniels either being good or bad. I don't think she's going to be good in stand-up, but there have been a lot of people that have done stand-up that weren't necessarily good at it and just had notoriety for something else. Like Screech from Saved by the Bell. Jake the Snake Roberts is another one. Nene Leakes from Atlanta Housewives. Steve O has had some success. When it comes to Steve O, a lot of people say is legitimately funny. I haven't been to any of his shows myself, but some people say he's legitimately funny, and I know that he's helped out one of my actual friends has been helped out by Steve O. So I don't really know that it's the most terrible thing when people cross over. And you could say that people don't respect stand-up comedy, so that's why they'll throw these celebrities in as stand-up comics. And I used to feel that way at a point, but now I've evolved to the point where I feel like if it's going to call attention to stand-up in general, then in my opinion, it's good for stand-up. And if you're good enough at what you're doing and you're popular enough at what you're doing, it's not going to hurt you anyway. So the only people that are complaining are people that aren't doing anything and aren't going to be anywhere. March 20th, I'll be performing somewhere in either China or Mongolia, so I'm not worried about what Stormy Daniels is doing. Unless she comes to China or Mongolia and steals my gigs, me and Stormy Daniels are just fine. As far as where I'm going to be, though, this week is starting Monday, tomorrow, March 4th, I will be performing at the Stratosphere, the LA Comedy Club, which is inside of the Stratosphere, and it's an 8 o'clock show. It'll be 8 o'clock all week, Monday through Sunday. If you want to come out and see the absolute best LGBTQ comedian in the world, you have your ass at the Stratosphere this week. Thanks for watching.